137 to 129. The Sacramento Kings win 6 in a row for the first time since 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. It was a very long time, and the fans are hyped. And as everybody in Sacramento loves to say, light the beam. As a matter of fact, let's light the beam right now, baby. We are lighting the beam virtually here from the home office. Man, it feels good. 6 in a row. It was not pretty. Make no mistake about it. It was not pretty. But when you are the Kings and you've been in a drought for 16 years, all wins are good wins. Because at the end of the day, nobody feels bad for them for losing against the Heat when they got robbed. Nobody feels bad for them when they lost to the Warriors and they got robbed. At the end of the day, it comes down to a W next to the column or an L. And right now, it's 6 in a row, and they're 9-6. And you gotta love it, man. They are 9-6, 6-3 at home. 9 of the last 11 wins. Wow. The Kings have found themselves. They have an identity for the first time in a long time. Hit that like button right now. Share this video. Share this stream. We are hyped. What's up, Josh? What's up? From half court. What's up, brother? Kevin Herter took my heart. Man, he is playing out of this world right now. My goodness. And then the Raiders won on top of that. They beat the Donkeys today. You gotta love that. I know they're trash, but at the same time, hey, it's always good to beat the Donkeys. And it's always good to sweep the Donkeys. So, you know, Raider Nation up there. Let's go. They're still garbage, but you know, the Kings aren't. For the first time in 16 years, the Kings are not garbage, and you gotta love that, man. I'm gonna wait for more people to get on real fast and break down this game because it will be a quick stream. At least I think so, because I got to be somewhere with the family, which is why I didn't go to the game today. It's God Day. It's family day. I don't like games on Sundays, but I like when the Kings win. We all do, right? 137, 129. The return of Marvin Bagley. Well, actually had a solid second half. I'll give him credit. 21 minutes, 15 points, 6 boards. His father was courtside, clapping every time he made a free throw. You know what I'm saying? 5 of 5. So shout out to Bagley for finally making some free throws. He was 5 of 5 tonight. Okay, good. 6 rebounds, 15 points. That's okay. The Kings scored 137. And again, they got to play some defense to win against the good teams. You can get away with it against the bad teams. But damn, 137 points. We have never seen this from the Kings. Like, they've shown signs of being okay offensively at times. But this season, that system that Mike Brown's implemented, you know, that was brought over from Golden State, it's just a beauty to watch. They have counter on top of counters. The ball movement doesn't stop. They don't get stagnant when the game's on the line. They have a closer in De'Aaron Fox. Even when Fox is on the bench, the system is a system, and everybody just it just flows the right way. It just flows the right way, and you flow, and it's almost like a blood flow. It's just going, and you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Bojan Bogdanovic is a hooper. 21 points tonight, 8 of 12 from the field. Jaden Ivey, 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. The Kings were at the scouting report. The Detroit Pistons were on fire tonight. They were on fire tonight. It's that simple. Killian Hayes, 2 of 3. That don't happen. Like, they're one of the worst shooting teams in basketball. You got to tip your hat off to them, man. They shot the ball very well today. So that's how you score 129 points. The big knock is they got to find ways to stop guys, and they're going to face a bunch of these dudes down the road. Guys like Duren, who was extremely physical tonight. He had 8 rebounds, but he had 5 offensive rebounds. You got to be better. You got to gang rebound there and box him out. He's a physical specimen. I understand that. But you have to find a way to dig deep inside and just grab those boards. Obviously, Sabonis also had 3 offensive rebounds, 14 total. He was a monster. 15 and 14 tonight, 7 assists. he had his moments down the stretch as well, and we'll get to everybody. But again, Ivy played well, 24 points in 32 minutes, 4-4. That's not going to happen again. Just to give you guys some context of what he was shooting from the field coming into this game, he was a 29.5, so damn near 30% from beyond the arc. He shot 100% tonight. It's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You got to tip your hat off. Shout out to Corey Joseph, who gave him 60 minutes, who was pretty solid tonight. 12 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Yes, I was right. 5 of 10, 12 points. I was looking at Burks. Burks, ex-King as well, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, 7 of 8 from the free throw. I'm like, Corey Joseph did not go to the line 8 times. Okay, but that was Alec Burks there. He was a good player for the Knicks. He was a good player for the Jazz when he got drafted. He was not a good player for the Kings. He was really bad for the Kings, you know. But that happens when you have a toxic culture and you have a place that nobody really wants to play in. That's not the case right now. Mike Brown, a legit NBA coach, is in the house now. He's in control now, and you're seeing the difference, man. You're seeing the difference. I'm like, can you please update that record, y'all? Because it's not 8-6, it's 9-6. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So, let me see who's on, man. Hit the like button, man. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. Kevin Herter. Let's go. Jaden Ivey is the truth. And at least we can have him without Cade possibly for the season. Out for the season. This season has been a nightmare for the Pistons. It really has been a nightmare for the Pistons. I'm going to have you on probably soon to talk about the Pistons because I actually asked, God diggity, I'm slipping on his name, but our Pistons guy, I said, what happens if you don't get the number 1 pick? Say you get the number 2 pick. I'm referring to Anthony from Pistons Talk. I said, what if you get the number 2 pick and Scoot's there? You have Ivy, Cade. Are you really going to draft another point guard? Like, that's interesting to really think about because they may get the number 2 pick, right? Like, do you draft another point guard I guess shooting guard, like another guard when they know they have needs elsewhere? Do you take best player available at number 2, and do you take him knowing that you have Cade? Killian doesn't count because they're eventually going to trade him, but Cade and Ivy, that's super interesting to me. I'm going to monitor that the whole season. So yes, shout out to Anthony for Pistons Talk as well. That's my guy. 137, 129. Once again, you got to love the hype right now. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. More video breakdowns coming soon your way this week. I promise you guys. Keegan Murray tonight, 35 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. He hit that big 3. Obviously, he's struggling a little bit from there. You know, he's not as hot as he used to be from the beginning of the season, but it's okay. He's a rookie, and he'll adjust. His jumper is so smooth. I mean, it's crazy. But talking about jumpers, though, this man, Kevin Herter, man, 4 of 11. He really heated up down the stretch, right? 24 points. He played some solid defense tonight. Probably his best defensive outing, if I'm being honest with you guys, because he has not been good defensively. And contrary to what the analytics say, because the analytics say that De'Aaron Fox is not a good defender, which is insane, which is why I hate analytics without context, without supplementation of video evidence. Because when you watch De'Aaron Fox, you cannot tell me he's in the 1 percentile of defense. That is insane. And to tell you guys, actually, let's finish off with Kevin Herter, man, because then I'm going to get sidetracked and I'm going to get pissed off about these analytics about De'Aaron Fox. Kevin Herter, 38 minutes tonight, 10-19, 4 of 11, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 24 points. That's a hell of a game from a shooting guard. That is a hell of a game. Again, good defense there. Kevon was spectacular. Let's move on to De'Aaron Fox. So if you go on craftednba.com, it tells you where he's at, right? His offensive crafted plus minus is in the 93rd percentile. That is elite. This is why the Kings are ranked number 2 offensively, right? Because their best player is one of the best offensive players in basketball right now. But then when you look at his defensive crafted plus minus, and albeit this takes into account, Darko, LeBron, D-Raptor, DPPM, he is at a minus 1.9, which is in the 1 percentile. These are the things that discourage me because I love analytics. I love how you can use them as a supplement to what your eyes are seeing, to what your eyes are seeing in the film as well. Because one thing to watch the game, and then it's one thing to watch the film. Those are two different things. And then you use, deeper analytics to, I guess, scout a player, see what their weaknesses are. And when I look at these, I'm like, there is no way he's in the 1 percentile. To me, De'Aaron Fox is not a negative defender. He's been very solid. I don't think he's been great. I think he's been good, especially for the offensive load that he has on this team and how elite he's been offensively. So when I see this, right, deflections, he's 90th percentile, which is really good. But, his rim frequency, which I really don't care about that because he's a guard, that takes mostly everything into this crafted DPM, which again, numbers with no context make zero sense, and this is why I hate certain analytics that depict certain players in a way that is not true. Because if you watch a game, De'Aaron Fox is not a bad defender, especially the 1 percentile of defenders. That is just ridiculous, right? And that's what pisses me off about analytics. That sometimes a nerd can go out there and just look at numbers and say, "Oh yeah, he's not a good defender. He's a good offensive player." I'm like, well, you got to watch. Like, you have to use that as a supplement to the actual film. And this does not reflect what De'Aaron Fox has been to the Kings this year. De'Aaron Fox has set the tone defensively. He has been the head of the snake, as Mike Brown likes to say. So it's crazy though, because all of his offensive numbers are literally accurate. Right? Passer rating, his CTOV, his FTRs, free throw rate, right? His true shooting percentage in the 84 percentile. Shot quality, obviously, you're going to take contested shots. But he is a tough shot maker. So this makes sense as well, right? Especially when you are the initiator, when you are the shot creator that creates for others, along with Sabonis. So this 47 percentile makes sense. But again, when you look at this, you're just like, damn, like this could be far from the truth. But that's just, what I wanted to talk about today, man. Again, you have to be able to use certain analytics and, combine them and use them as a supplement, not necessarily as an end-all, be-all type of thing. And that's going to do it for that segment of this show. Harrison Barnes tonight, 27 points, plus 20, 10 of 11. He is getting to the free throw line a lot. And you got to love it. He's been very good since he was getting flamed on by everybody, including myself. He has been spectacular, man. You got to love it. Right now, let me see what he's averaging. Right now, he's averaging 11.6, 5 boards. See, that's not bad. That's probably going to go up to 12 points after tonight. And if you look at his numbers, they've been steady. 13, 9, 16, 16, and 27. That's phenomenal for a guy that is no longer your third option. He's your fourth option. Keegan, arguably, he's going to be your fifth option once Keegan, gets his stuff together, which is only a matter of time. So I like that. At the same time, you have to have some type of insurance that if you lose him to free agency, you have to already know where he's leaning towards, if he's going to stay here or not, because then you have to really move him at the deadline, because you cannot lose a Harrison Barnes type player for nothing. You have to be able to trade him and get some type of compensation. You cannot let him walk. They cannot allow a bogey situation once again, especially when you're trying to grow this foundation and grow this organization into a winning culture. Like, you have to know, as the deadline approaches and gets closer, where he's leaning. Right now, he's playing well, and I'm sure he enjoys playing for a guy like Mike Brown. So shout out to HB, who has responded to all the criticism, and you got to love it. You got to love that, man. You got to give them credit when they deserve it, and you got to criticize them when they deserve it. That's just the way it goes. It's not personal. It's just basketball. Again, De'Aaron Fox, man, 7 assists, 33 points, 9 of 9. That's the best one there. The best statistic, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. 9 of 9. My gosh, I love it. Right now, he is averaging 82% from the free throw line. So that's going to improve after tonight, right? I love it, though, man. For a guy that's not shot the ball well career-wise, 72.8 career-wise, probably even lower if you take this season away. Like, he has made such great strides, right? He stepped into the game damn near averaging 38% from beyond the arc. Tonight, he shot 2 of 4, so 50. So he's already going to be at 38%, probably 38.5. That's winning basketball. That's elite, man. Especially for a guy that's been so great in the mid range. He's about 50ish percentage there, I think, above 50%. Talking about above 50%, Kevin Huerter, bro. 4 of 11 tonight, but this dude's shooting over 50% from beyond New York. That is crazy. So lots of positives there. There's a reason why the Kings are the number 2 offensive rated team in basketball, period. Trey Lyles, 3 points tonight. Again, as I've said before, you're going to have games like this from your bench players. That's okay. Because tonight your starter stepped up big time. Malik Monk was getting reffed unfairly tonight. 8 points. He got ejected for what I thought, and that was good of Mark to bring that up, I thought his momentum carried him into Killian, and that's why he bumped him. It wasn't that he was trying to showboat. He was showboating to the fans like, yeah, I just, got the shot, whatever. And it just happened that he ran into Killian. Obviously, the ref only saw the latter end of it, did not see how it really happened, and all he saw was a bump, so he's going to assume he was taunting. So to give, to cut them a break, from his angle, it did seem that way. It still doesn't justify all the bad calls that we saw. Sabonis got hacked all night long, didn't get that many free throws. I feel like 6 of 8 obviously is very good for Sabonis, but he should have went to line at least like 12 times, bro. He was getting just... Oof, it was vicious down there. It was definitely vicious down there. Yes. So far, Davion Mitchell, 5 points, 14 minutes. He gives you what he gives you defensively, which is elite on-ball pressure. I was having this conversation yesterday with Kenyon, who covers the Raptors for us here on Basketball Zone. And again, going back to analytics, if a guy like Fred VanVleet is in the 87th percentile in analytics defensively, that tells me he's elite at defense. And when I watch him play, he is not elite defensively. When like if you put De'Aaron Fox on any basketball team, he's going to make your offense so much better, right? Now replicate that and flip that towards Fred. If you put Fred on the Kings, just Fred on the Kings today, do the Kings go from 26 to 15? Hell no. Do they go from 26 to 10? Hell no. So how is it that he's ranked 87th percentile? I'll answer that for you. Context matters. He's always been surrounded by phenomenal defenders. Kawhi, OG, Scotty, Siakam, all long dudes who are extremely versatile. So analytics without context matter. If you put Fred VanVleet on the Kings today, they are not an elite defensive team. If you put De'Aaron Fox on any team, they're a top 10 offensive team, period. That's how good he is offensively. And when I see 87 percentile defense for Fred and then 1 percentile defense for Fox, something is wrong. Something is wrong with the analytics. They're not taking a lot of things into account. And that's why I keep saying you got to use them as a supplement with video supplementation. Period. Period. Disrespectful. De'Aaron Fox has been a good defender. Fox can lock someone up when it matters. It's not like teams are picking on him via force and switch. Exactly. Like, it was never of, are you capable? It was always, sorry. Like, there's certain guys that can't play defense no matter what they do. Trae Young is one of those guys. No matter what he does for the rest of his career, the man is limited athletically. And he's small. He's little. Right? He's not Davion Mitchell type of an athlete that can get low and be extremely physical and stay with you. De'Aaron Fox, it was always, can you try? And again, that's a bad thing because that's a mindset thing, and that's discouraging for the first 5 years. Like, he was discouraged from playing in this trash organization. I don't blame him. But yet again, that does show weak signs of him, right? Because now we're seeing how good he was supposed to be from the very beginning. He always showed flashes, but now he's putting it all together consistently. Part of it was him, part of it was the organization. I get that. So I get that argument as well of, okay, well, he should have been showing this 100%. I agree with that. So you got to criticize him for that. Okay. Fast forward. You finally have a decent coach. You finally have good talent. And look what we're seeing. That's why I've always defended him in that regard. He's always been capable of playing defense. His name is not Swiper for no damn reason. I mean, he was a great defensive prospect, and it just flipped. Same with Donovan Mitchell. Great defensive prospect coming out of Louisville, and he got to Utah, and then you saw a different side of him offensively, stuff that he never did in college. Yeah, he played good pick and roll in college. They didn't know if he was a point guard or shooting guard. Like, there was so many questions offensively, and then, you don't forget to play defense. It's either you're not in shape, it's either your offensive load is too much. There's so many variables to you being a bad defender when we all know you're more than capable of being a good defender. Again, not making excuses for Fox or for Mitchell, but these guys are more than capable. And when I see he's in the 1 percentile, that's a complete joke. That is a complete joke. Shout out to Tanvir, man. Benji. Fox with the clutch free throws. I would really like to see KZ get more minutes to shore up the defense. I agree with that. Fox making Bill Simmons cry like a clown. Fox in range is automatic. Marvin, yeah, I mean, Bagley's dad, low-key, did ruin his time here. I'm not gonna lie. It was bad. Kings got better. He got better. He is getting in this prime, and he's finally had the reason to play hard, my friend. The Kings are 9-0-2 in their last 11. Timely defense is better than no defense. 100%. I've been saying that. My God, Charlie. He knows, man. He knows. Timely defense is better than no defense. 100%. 100%. It was a good night tonight. Light the beam, Skip. Light the beam. But that's going to do it, y'all. Like I said, it was going to be a short one. We're going to break down the film this week. It's going to be a good time. The Kings are on a 6-game win streak. They face Memphis on Tuesday. Let me see if they're winning right now. They have a lot of injuries right now. And they are getting destroyed. Not destroyed, but they're down 16. So yeah, they're getting destroyed. I gotta be better at math. But they're very injured. And the Kings got to go in there, punch them in the mouth, and win that game. It's not going to be easy because Grind City is not an easy place to play in. But they got to go in there and win that game. Period. The Kings are 9-6. And after tonight, they might be like 4th or something. Let me see what standings are. Now, the standings are Kings are 7th now. They're 9-6. Denver's 9-6. Dallas is 9-6. Portland is 10-6. So no. And then let me see. The Nuggets. Oh, the Nuggets and the Mavericks are playing. So if Dallas loses, the Kings will jump them. So they can jump one team today. Actually, no. Let me take that back. Memphis. They're going to jump Memphis tonight, as a matter of fact, because they'll be 10-7. There you go. They'll be 6 tonight. Worst case. But that's good with y'all. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It'll be available on iTunes as well. Thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. Have a happy rest of your Sunday. The Kings win. The Raiders win. The 49ers will win tomorrow. Let's go. See y'all on the next one. Peace.